thing floating in
I might be out of
2024.
business.
Mark the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business. Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Watch. God's people ain't that few.
Prince.
It appears that many in the business now have some quite unsettling things to say about Oprah. However, Cat Williams's tale might be the most peculiar of them all. After Oprah called Cat out for being anti-black and working against black people in the industry, a brief back and forth broke out between the two. However, Oprah called him a hateful person. Additionally, Cat was now even more motivated to pour the tea on her, making it one of the worst decisions ever. This time, he's backed up Oprah's claim that she exploits black singers by hiring UPS by providing verifiable proof. Let's dissect this as there is a lot of drama involved. Is Oprah engaging in some kind of Illuminati ritual of pimping black artists?
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
Over the past few days, Cat Williams has been acting up and spitting tea on everyone in Hollywood, including their mother. When I tell you that he has the internet in a chokehold, I mean it. Cat has always opposed the dubious aspects of the business, but it appears he is finally revealing the true nature of Hollywood's elites. He is going after Oprah Winfrey and exposing her for her attempts to trash African American performers in Hollywood, so he isn't done leaking either. He not only revealed Oprah, but he also provided receipts. When it comes to pouring tea, Cat Williams appears to be concentrated on getting the pour just perfect. Considering that it appears he is done with these less well-known celebrities, such as Steve Harvey and Kevin Hart. He's also chasing fish and whales since he just spilled a strange beverage on Oprah. Alright, so Cat has always talked about Oprah. He discussed how, only a few days prior, Oprah and Tyler Perry had sought, on purpose, to ruin black musicians through manipulation. Oprah has built an almost flawless reputation over the years, and she is recognized as one of the most powerful black women in the entertainment business and the globe at large. She uses her history of boosting African American singers' careers and assisting them in thriving in the cutthroat Hollywood industry to present herself as a humanitarian and a fighter for African American rights. However, Cat feels that Oprah is more than just her outward acts of generosity. She is not at all giving. According to Cat, Oprah only seems to encourage black artists because it is necessary for her to maintain a positive public image and foster the idea that she is an advocate for black men. Oprah never takes on a project that doesn't help her. Keep your eyes open, Cat said it, don't run away from me. Pay attention. Oprah has been accused throughout the years of purposefully dehumanizing and degrading black musicians by having them on her show. Cat brought this up, pointing out that when she made Ludacris look foolish, she had treated him similarly. The holy grail of black artists showcasing their most recent works was Oprah's program. For music, movies, or whatever else they had planned, that was the place to go. But occasionally, Oprah would decide to make light of particular bands and call them out, which caught Ludacris off guard. When Ludacris went on Oprah's show to talk about the next feature film, Ludacris abruptly changed the topic of conversation from the movie Crash to his music. Especially the way he uses the N-word in his lyrics. Sincerely, everyone, Ludacris was having none of it. This was not the appropriate moment nor location to inquire about or discuss his music. That much he made plain in a later radio appearance.
I was there for Crash, for the movie.
Yeah.
And basically she said something about not agreeing with my music, but she thought I did great in the movie. And of course I was up there with the whole cast of Crash.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't necessarily feel like that needed to be said. You know, you didn't agree with my music. And even if you don't agree with certain songs I made, say this, you don't agree with certain songs, don't say you just don't agree with all of my music.
Right.
But hang on tight, because that's not where the drama stops. After Oprah's interview with Ludacris aired, Oprah offered more than just pointed questions. No, she purposefully stage-managed the interview to draw attention to his shortcomings, and some of Ludacris's answers appeared out of nowhere, giving the story a less than favorable ending.
She was able to say what she said, and then I had my rebuttal. And when I saw the final show, her comments were in there.
Right, was in there, but yours wasn't in there.
And mine weren't in there, so it just looked like I kind of took it.
Wow.
Like it was just quiet and didn't
Are
say
you a
nothing.
yes man?
And let's not even talk about how she handled Monique. The truth is, Kat has always harbored resentment toward Oprah over it. When Oprah attempted to persuade Monique to work for free in order to promote the movie Precious, they had a serious falling out back then. Oprah lost it when Monique rejected her and forbade her from being in the firm. 15 years later, Monique's career is still struggling. Even while these incidents are well known, Kat claims they are not nearly as bad as some of the other incidents Oprah has been connected to over the years. Because Oprah would have been cancelled long ago if we had known. Kat claims that Oprah's ability to influence the media is the reason she has avoided the topic for so long. He said that she stopped an article about her from becoming viral and harming her reputation. It also seems sense that she would want to keep some facts out of the public eye because, listen, if it had been known, it would have resulted in her firing. Kat shockingly accused her in public of being a part of a sex amplification ring. It is surprising that Oprah would be associated with this, considering she has always declared that she is an industry advocate of sexual assault victims and has devoted several hours to raising awareness of the issues. Now, recall the interview she did where she brought on Wade Robson and James Safechuck, Michael Jackson's erstwhile accusers, and forced them to talk endlessly about their experiences with SA. If Wade and James hadn't recanted their accusations that Michael Jackson had ever sexually assaulted them or done anything else improper, this would have been incredible. What plausible motive might Oprah have had for setting up that interview? The fact that MJ pretended to be best friends with him while he was still living and then abruptly began to question his legacy after his death makes it much more dubious. It becomes worse when you learn that when MJ agreed to give an interview at the Neverland Ranch, she was promised one of the biggest interviews of her career. Oprah stated at this point that she was attempting to strike up a discussion in the hopes that additional people would come forward and share their experiences. The Kat was calling BS on this, claiming that if she had been sincere in discussing SA in the business, she should have brought up the subject with Harvey Weinstein, her closest friend. At the time, 50 Cent also criticized this, saying, "I don't understand why Oprah is chasing after black men. Just Russell Simmons and Michael Jackson, no Harvey Weinstein or Epstein. It is quite depressing. I often wonder if I should dance or worry about Lil Boy's backside when I hear Michael Jackson. Gail sent R. Kelly a documentary that would kill him. The targets of this documentary are being shown to be guilty in public. Until they are shown to be innocent, they are presumed to be guilty." Kat claims that 50 Cent took advantage of the situation right away since, in addition to supposedly knowing about Harvey Weinstein's wrongdoings, Oprah is also said to have assisted him in hiding them and given him access to other women. Having ties with Harvey Weinstein was already a big red flag, given the several times that women, including many in the business, have accused the actor of sexual assault. So why did Oprah still consider him to be a friend? This is apparently due to Kat's claim that Oprah was also reportedly involved in the S.A.ing operations. A few years ago, the British actress Katie Noble exposed Oprah and Naomi Campbell for their participation in deceiving and harassing her sexually.
Which I admired dearly. He was with Naomi Campbell, he had Oprah Winfrey there with him, who entered the room and was swinging off his arm and just seemed like a very dear friend.
John, the so-called spiritual physician of God. Oprah, however, didn't just play around with the topic, she went above and above, flying to Brazil to see John because she had faith in him. The excitement persisted when she brought him up on her show. John of God and Oprah have had a continuous relationship for a very long time. It was revealed all of a sudden that the guys had been involved in a multitude of really evil acts, including the trafficking of both people and children. It's amazing to think that this man force-chained women to get pregnant, had them give birth, then either sold the baby parts or used the baby's births as cash. That raises whole distinct concerns. Because she was good acquainted with this man, Oprah was also involved in the event. However, Oprah was Oprah, and she handled it rather nicely. As if it were absolutely nothing. Nothing, no justifications or defenses. All she did was choose the movies from her Facebook that included John and press the delete button. That was all there was to it. John appeared to have never stepped foot in Oprah's world since she did not attempt to disassociate herself from the incident or provide an official statement. If you're wondering why Oprah decided against turning this into a circus show, Kat tells you that it's because she has some strong connections who make sure it stays private. Do you recall how generous she is? However, she went above and above by founding a school in South Africa that was exclusively for girls. The group was soon embroiled in an unsettling scandal. It is disappointing and unsettling that one of the school's matrons was taken into custody on suspicion of sexual assault after acting oddly near female pupils. Now Kat was pointing out how strange it was that Oprah was always associated with a number of people who had previously faced allegations of sexual assault. Let me simply state that it is absurd to hear allegations that she is on Jeffrey Epstein's list. However, Kat claims that this isn't a coincidence because Oprah is effectively a high-level prostitute who supports both her own career and these up-and-coming musicians. This stunned fans who had made remarks like "I hardly ever watched Oprah because she had an audience full of white women." That informed me that Oprah would not have kept her wig if Monique had invited her mother and uncle on the program. Her own people could never have one without her. She felt angry for what she had done to Monique. Oprah had the same situation when she was a youngster. She is aware of how upsetting this is. I admire Kat for standing up for what's right and for coming up against all of this wrongdoing in Hollywood. Is it truly the case that Kat is being truthful when she refers to Oprah as a seductive pimp? Or do you believe Oprah is sincerely attempting to malign African American musicians? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching our video. Make sure to subscribe our channel for more videos. Don't forget to like and comment. Also share with friends and family.